Hi, everyone. I hope you enjoyed working on your special tags that we made yesterday, your self love tags. I heard so many people tell me that doing that exercise made them feel so much better about themselves, and they realized that they really are at a point of peace where they are in their life. And that just made me so happy because that was the whole purpose of that exercise. Today, um, actually, before I begin, I want to tell you that every day I keep getting these ideas and just feedback from people, and your feedbacks really energize me because it gives me more ideas and more things that I want to share with you. So today, I have something really special to share. Um, I want to talk about a friend, my high school friend, and her name is Helen. And she's a beautiful woman, and she had four sisters, including herself. And they were always so together all the time. And me being the only child, I just wished that I even had a sister. So, of course, I really admired or envied uh, those friends of mine who had three sisters and they could just go everywhere with each other. While in recent months, Helen really has some unfortunate things that happened in her life, and she lost two of her sisters, and then she lost her sister's husband, and she has been going through some really rough time. I'm sure that more than I could ever imagine. But I just realized she is such a brave woman, and she gives me courage to really appreciate the simple things in life. And life is, for most of us, it's so hectic, running around, so many problems, so many things to do, and we really don't have any time, or we don't make the time to appreciate the simple things in life. And so, before I began reading you what Helen wrote to me, I pulled out a card out of my card deck, and it's called Less is Best. Less is best. Keep it simple. Doing with less is usually the best way to go. Your task. Become a minimalist by reducing the clutter in your life and taking a simplistic approach in everything you do. Your aha moment, you are amazed at how freely you can move about when your head is clear. And so, what I wanted to share with you today is an email that Helen sent me when I reached out to her and asked her to come and join me in this program. And this is the email that Helen sent back to me. Hi, Kay. I find that thinking and living with uplifting thoughts and things are important to me during these unsettling times. I find comfort in seeing the primroses planted outside my door. They greet me when I come home and say goodbye to me when I leave for my walks. I planted a little Christmas tree that Hospice brought to Shuzo, her brother in law, during the holidays. Reminds me of the inner strength he had facing his last days with grace and courage. Hopefully, the tree will flourish in his memory. I planted the daffodil bulbs that Coldwell Banker hands out in a planter just outside one of my sliding glass doors. They serve as a reminder to me that things that are nourished and cared for will prosper and bloom. Lastly, I was able to bring one of my orchids to a second blooming. This is something that I have not had much success in doing. Just looking at this orchid makes me smile, and for some reason, it makes me feel good about myself. All of these simple things add to the quality of my daily life. While they are not earth shattering, they are enough to lighten my spirit and helps me to cope with the distressing news that bombards us daily. I hope you are finding your way during these troubling times. Love, Helen. This is such a beautiful letter. I contacted Helen back in the email and I said, "Oh my God, you should become a poet." And I asked her for permission to be able to share her message on my program. And she said, "Go ahead." And I told her that I think it would really help all of you if I could share this with you. And this is an example of a person that I feel is empowered herself to rely on herself to find her happiness. And the simple things, I think, is what we're meant to appreciate right now. I think this thing that's happening to us is forcing us to really sit inside and really think about things. And I think that we really realize that every little thing on this earth is connected to one another. And it is for us to think about what part we play in this world and how important it is. The most important thing is that we support one another and we listen to one another and we appreciate each other as we live our days. And so I wrote this for you down below. And then, thinking of Helen and her stories of flowers, I tried to paint some flowers, and I think I'm going to paint something so I could return it to her with her note. So, anyway, I hope that you'll go down below and read what Helen's real letter. So, anyway, so that's it for today.